This is ABC7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Red tide and dead fish continue to show up on Suncoast beaches. Siesta Key, Longboat Key seem to be taking the brunt of the problem so far, but some other beaches are having issues as well. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us live from Sarasota Bayfront with a look at how this outbreak is affecting some of the area's water-related businesses. Rick?
Yes, Scott, I guess it's all about who you talk to, but for the most part, for some of these businesses, they're seeing a little less green because of all this red.
It's pretty sad. It's a beautiful area.
That's Mike Coleman's reaction to what he saw on his kayaking adventure on Sarasota Bay. The red tide and the fish kill didn't stop him and others from enjoying time on the water.
It was still nice out. Weather's nice. Wind was good. Current was good. The rest of it's all good.
Business owners say September is typically a slow season for places that rely heavily on water sports, so they aren't sure if it's red tide that's to blame for this lull or the time of year. Orlando Cano, owner of Paradise Adventures on Lido Key, says his kayaking business has seen a little drop over the last few weeks, but he's optimistic that his business will remain steady through all this.
If you're only in town for a few days and you have to choose between sitting in your hotel room or coming out here, we can guarantee that coming out here is definitely the better choice.
County crews are doing all they can to get rid of this mess. Just a short while ago, they cleaned up hundreds of fish from this kayaking entrance into Sarasota Bay.
Captain Tom Kellogg with Outrigger Sport Fishing Charters has seen some of the red tide and fish kill out on the bay and in the Gulf. He tells us this really hasn't impacted business at all.
The fishing's actually picking up every day here. You know, our water's starting to cool off a little bit. The fishing's getting real good.
And the Florida Wildlife Commission says the water is still safe to enjoy, as well as water-related activities. Reported from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you so much. Of course, another thing we watch when we have these red tide outbreaks is the direction the wind is coming from. That can help or hurt. Let's find out more with Bob Harrigan.
I'll tell you, Scott, yes, the sea breeze has been kicking in every afternoon for the most part, and it looks like although we are going to see our winds switch around to the east somewhat this evening, it won't be all that strong. And you'll notice as we go through time tomorrow, that west wind will once again move onshore. So the morning hours, we should have a little bit of an east breeze, keeping things, at least the impacts, moving out into the Gulf. But then by by around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, those winds will start to switch more to a westerly direction. Again, red tide reports coming in up and down the coast, and we have high categories still across the region. And these were Friday's readings. You can see high and mid part of Longboat Key, 1 million cells per liter, and even off Siesta Key. Not as much down south into Venice, so although the one area right there tested into the medium level there. Currently at Casey Key, it's we have a shower nearby. We can hear the rumble of thunder there. But this is at the airport too, 87 degrees. The dew point temperature 74. That's way up there. And you can see these storms gathering right here. This is a pretty large area of heavy rainfall now, merging right over Wauchula, extending down into southern portions of Hardee County, and now extending into DeSoto County. And notice these cells here near Northport. A tremendous amount of lightning occurring there as near Warm Mineral Springs and near Sumter Boulevard, and that continues to push off to the south. And 1 or 2 lone showers now near Terra, I-75, State Road 70. This one over northwest Bradenton, not doing a whole lot as far as intensifying, but this one is starting to show some signs that it may generate some lightning here in just over the next 5 minutes. We just had 1 bolt there along I-75 and State Road 70. So keep that in mind. Storms will be popping up here and there. We have another one over northern portions of Manatee County near Parrish, and big storms developing offshore in the Gulf, which will be working their way on. So lots still going on. We're going to keep that rain chance fairly high throughout the next several hours. More in the forecast in a little bit, Scott.
Okay, Bob, thank you. Now to the latest on a shootout in Houston, Texas. A man began firing randomly at vehicles in and around a shopping center early this morning. Police confronted and then killed the shooter, but not before several other people were hurt. ABC's Maggie Rulli has more from Houston.
I just could hear the whiz of bullets going through my window.
Jennifer Melita's quiet Monday morning in Houston, Texas quickly turned violent as a shooter opens fire in the parking lot near her family's apartment, randomly targeting drivers.
He's screaming on the phone and crying, "I'm hit, Jen, I'm hit."
Her husband is one of 9 people injured. 3 were treated and released at the scene. 1 remains in critical condition. When police arrived on location, the gunman began shooting at them as well. It was then that police fired back, shooting and killing the suspect. The police confirmed that the shooter lived in the neighborhood. Jennifer says she didn't know him very well, but describes him as quiet. Police are not yet identifying the man or a motive, but have confirmed he was a lawyer who apparently had issues with his law firm. When asked if the shooting is terrorism,
I'm not ready to confirm that, no. What I can confirm is that it was an active shooting situation.
While searching the gunman's car, police found evidence that perhaps he planned more violence.
It has numerous weapons, and we are bringing in the bomb squad to secure it safe. Once we have done that, we will also secure the suspect's apartment.
The FBI is also on scene helping to investigate the situation, and authorities are going through the shooter's social media accounts trying to find a motive. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Washington.
The suspect in Friday's shooting rampage at a mall in Washington state making his first court appearance today. Arkan Satin, a 20-year-old Turkish immigrant, has been charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder. Police say Satin confessed to opening fire inside a department store's cosmetics department in Burlington on Friday and was arrested after a nearly 24-hour manhunt. The identities of the victims, 4 women and 1 man, have not been released yet. Authorities are still trying to figure out a motive. Satin's bail was set at $2 million. His next hearing is scheduled for October 26th. Jury selection is underway in the trial of a man charged in the deaths of 9 black church parishioners in Charleston, South Carolina. 22-year-old Dylan Roof is charged with dozens of federal offenses, including hate crimes. In June of 2015, Roof shot 9 people during a Bible study at Emmanuel AME Church. Prosecutors say he targeted his victims based on their race and religion. They're seeking the death penalty. His trial is expected to begin after Thanksgiving. Governor Rick Scott wants to make sure the public is notified when there's a pollution crisis. Governor Scott has issued an emergency rule that requires public notification of pollution events within 24 hours. Now, this move comes after the Mosaic Company waited for weeks to notify residents that its plant in Polk County leaked millions of gallons of contaminated water into the Florida aquifer, a major source of drinking water. Mosaic reported the sinkhole to the Department of Environmental Protection within 24 hours, but neither Mosaic nor the DEP notified the public for weeks. Scott says a huge sewage spill in Pinellas County and that sinkhole incident revealed outdated state reporting laws. Mote Marine Lab in Sarasota has surpassed its first ever $50 million fundraising goal. Mote Marine launched that fundraising campaign in January of 2015, and thanks to lots of generous donors, Mote reached its goal earlier this summer. The money will be used to expand Mote's efforts to study and address the challenges facing the marine environment locally and worldwide. The campaign will also help fund the ongoing construction of Mote's new coral research and restoration facility in the Florida Keys.
We're very, very pleased and humbled by the fact that we have not only now achieved that goal, but we've actually surpassed it.
The fundraising campaign continues and will officially end at Mote's Oceanic Evening Gala celebration on October 29th. In less than a year from now, the Suncoast will become an international destination as it hosts the 2017 World Rowing Championships. Until then, Nathan Benderson Park is undergoing major construction. Work continues on the finish tower, where race officials and spectators will be able to monitor the competition. The cost of hosting the championships is estimated at more than $8 million. And while the director expects to break even, she says it will raise the profile of the Suncoast.
It's our chance to create, 40,000 ambassadors of our community. We will have a lot of visitors. We'll have 1,700 of those being the elite athletes, but again, another 40,000 visitors from all over the world, 60+ countries.
In the event's 48-year history, this is only the second time it's taken place in the United States. Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, we'll talk in depth with the local organizers about how they're making plans for the championships a reality. Still to come in your Suncoast News, a baby born with a rare heart defect defeats the odds. One test at Sarasota Memorial Hospital may have saved his life. That story straight ahead.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for